Thicker the pie, thicker the bag. Mean I'm a buyer, not leasing no beamer. I'm buying no gun, I'm driving it fast. They were just hating cause they in the way, and the way I've been made it, the is mad. Man in them baggins, I'm all in my bag. I ain't holding around, just a little Merlin, out the cutie. I don't give a.
All right, Coach, thank you very much. It's the National Football League presented by EA Sports. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Kansas City Chiefs and the New England Patriots. The final playoff push is upon us. It's Week 12 of the NFL season, and we're underway on EA Sports. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he'll wind up about 4 yards shy of where he would have been if he had taken a knee, as they'll start at the 21-yard line.
Let's go! Brian 38! Brian 38!
Now the first carry for Ezekiel Elliott. And he'll get this up over the 25 to the 26. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up second down.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable second down. A very solid gain on that play.
Ohio!
Back to throw here. And the hit jarred it loose. It's incomplete.
He had a good game catching the ball in the backfield a week ago, and they're going to try and involve him in that way in this game as well. But you can tell scouting is taking over. They're making it a little bit more difficult.
Yeah, defensively, they told us, hey, we've got to take him out of the passing game, limit it to just short runs, because he can really impact this offense. So after the second down incompletion, they'll come up now against a 3rd and 6. He'll look to throw. Toward the sideline. Did he keep the feet in? Yes, he got them both down, says the side judge, and that's good enough for a first down. It's a gain of 20 and picking up the first. They'll set up to throw. Toward the sideline, and look at that catch. Dragging the toes, and that's going to be a first down. Well done. Another big hitter there. This one good for 18. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. They'll look to throw now on 1st down. Caught on the right side by Dorsett. And he'll go down at the 28. A good pickup there. 8 yards on the first down completion.
Well, I know from past experience, before you actually play a game, you visualize what's going to happen. And I don't know anyone who doesn't visualize themselves being in the center of what's going on. That's 3 catches for him here in the early going. He's got to like the way this has started.
Absolutely. 3 catches on any drive is good. Opening drive, that's a tone setter. They'll set up a throw. Going to throw right side here. Complete. That one good for 7 as this long drive continues and the chains move again. And, boy, they had high praise for this rookie receiver when we asked the coaches about him, didn't they?
They certainly did, and obviously they liked his measurables. Otherwise, they wouldn't have brought him onto the team. Height, weight, speed, all of that. But how about what they really said? Competitiveness. That's what they really liked about him. The way he goes after the football, competes for it.
And this is caught. Touchdown, Patriots. Philip Dorsett, his 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Patriots drive right down the field and score on the opening drive. Looking sharp on that first drive. These guys, of course, coming off back-to-back victories, and you see that kind of advancing into this game, don't you?
You certainly do, and when you have a team that doesn't get too full of itself, even though they've won 2 games in a row, you get the end result that we saw there, that nice opening drive, because they're sharp, they're focused, and they're locked into everything that they're doing.
Extra point good by Gostkowski, and that makes the score 7-0. Gostkowski now out to kick it away. That's fielded in the end zone. And a pretty good return here. He'll be stopped just shy of the 25 at the 24-yard line. Mahomes will lead the Chiefs up 1st and 10 at their own 24.
Left.
To throw, it's Mahomes. Oh, he's going to air it out right away. He couldn't quite hold it. Got hit. Ball pops out, incomplete.
Well, that certainly looked like something that they discussed all week in practice getting ready for this one. Take the big shot right out of the gate. At worst, you'll open up the defense a little bit, loosen them up, have them back on their heels.
From the 24, they'll go again on 2nd and 10. Back to the air on 2nd down. It's Mahomes. And they'll get it all the way up about 5 yards shy of midfield.
The goal for any offense versus a zone defense, find the holes where guys are available and put the ball on the receiver before any defender can step up and fill it.
They did it well there. Perfectly executed crossing route. Mahomes going to hand it off to Hunt. And this one's going to go the wrong way. Losing yardage back at the 42.
Nice play right there to stop him behind the line, but I want to see how this defense continues to play him here in the first half.
Yeah, we know. You know better than I. He has the ability to take over a game, so what do you do?
Yeah, I think you have to make sure that you bottle him in at varying levels, because if you crowd everyone to the line of scrimmage, if he breaks through, there's nothing but room to run.
Mahomes to throw on 2nd down. He's got the hook up with Conley. And a nice gain of 21 yards. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10.
Left.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And past the 30 down to about the 27. 9 yards is the pickup there, and they'll have a 2nd and 1.
A nice run here early on. It doesn't take a great play caller to realize you want to establish a guy of his caliber with runs like this early, because they will pay dividends as the game progresses.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he takes this into the end zone for a Chiefs touchdown. A great effort there with touchdown number 12 on the year. And the Chiefs are an extra point away from tying up this football game. point after, right down the middle. And we are tied at 7. So we're right back where we started, all even as the kick's away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he'll get it up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. Now the Patriot offense set to take over again. And still a lot of football to be played in this season. We're only in November. A lot can happen between now and January. But if it ended today, they would just be on the outside of the playoff picture looking in. So a lot to fight for.
Yeah, and wasn't it interesting in our meeting with the coaching staff that they all made sure to let us know, we know where we are right now, but the playoffs don't start tomorrow. We still got some time, and they plan on putting it together, formulating a streak, get the whole month of December still left to play. They think they can get in.
And they made it very obvious to us that there's no playoff talk in the locker room right now. It's win this game and look to next week.
Excellent focus.
Come on, let's go. What? 90. What? 90.
Back to throw now on first down. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. The completion good for 3, and it's second down.
Well, they were unable to make anything really big out of that, but it's not a bad idea to find your tight end and give him an easy completion and keep moving things forward. Almost as bread and butter as a good running back dive play.
Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. And it's a short one here, complete to the tight end. And he'll be brought down right at the 45-yard line. They just keep marching right along. First down on a pickup of 8 there. First down carry by Elliott. And no room that time, getting it to about the 46. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
One thing to keep in mind, partner, especially in the second half, when you've got a running back of this size, of these dimensions, I can just tell you, attrition does set in for a defense because you're excited about hitting him in the first half. Maybe not so much in the second half in some of these shorter games.
And he lost the football. And the defense not able to get it. From a defensive perspective, what's that moment like when you realize the ball is loose?
It is a moment where all concentration goes right to the football. This is something you've talked about in all your preparation for the game. And you probably talked about since training camp. Knock the ball free, take it away from the other team, and now you have that chance. There's a little bit of deflation when they end up recovering it.
They knocked it free, but couldn't take it away. And he's going to get stopped up quickly. Give him a yard down to the 43.
I know the scouting report on him is that he doesn't possess the eye discipline to be an elite linebacker. And what that means is his ability to read, react, and make a play. But on that one, he looked like one of those guys.
Now they'll throw here out of the gun. Left side, it's Dorsett. And they're able to get this one past the 30 down to the 25. He had the touchdown on the opening drive. Now he's got a first down.
Someone sharp in this game. I mean, a touchdown pass on the first drive and comes right back, and he's flinging it around really well here.
Really nice throw there to pick up the first down. You kind of just feel a laser focus and confidence about him, and I think we saw that this week, didn't we? Talking to him and the coaches, they felt good about his performance coming up.
Yeah, I was really impressed with that last practice we saw when they went through 2-minute drill, when they went through all the different situations. Ball hardly hit the ground, and I thought, yeah, he might be locked in for this one.
Back-to-back nice gains. That one for 14 yards and another first. The Patriots into the red zone for the first time. It's 1st and 10 from the 12. They'll run the option right here on first down. And they'll go backwards here, losing yardage to the 14. So they will accept the penalty and move forward. Following the penalty, it's 1st and 5, and you got to think offensively, all kinds of options. Alongside Charles Davis, Brandon Gaudin, it's a... After the penalty, it's Elliott. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. No gain there on 1st and 5, and it leaves him with a more standard 2nd down. On 2nd down, Elliott. And he'll be stopped up after only a couple of yards as he gets it down to the 5.
Okay, no score on that play, but this guy's been a touchdown machine all year long. You know they trust him with the football.
Short, they'll try and pick it up through the air. Under pressure, down he goes. Sacked at the 10. He was trying to keep his eyes downfield. Nobody came open.
He's trying to do everything that he had been taught, right? Every bit of the technique. But if no one's open, there is no technique except make sure you hold on to the ball as you go to the ground when you're getting sacked.
A dozen plays on that drive that ends with the field goal.
Let's go ahead and break out some of the old chestnuts here, right, partner? Keep the ball in front, rally to it, and make the tackle. Right? No big plays given up. No balls over your head. Bend, don't break.
Hold on. Chestnuts?
You like
Come
that
on.
one?
What does that mean, break out? Just because you break chestnuts?
I'm not sure about that one. I'm just going with why they said that. I have no idea.
And a nice job there as he gets this one up just shy of the 35-yard line at the 34. The Chiefs offense now making their way back onto the field. And, you know, certainly a lot of football left to be played. We're not into December yet, but right now where we stand, they're first place in their division. Looking good, looking to be a threat come January.
And let's think about what every team has in their goals, all right? Number one goal is what? Make the playoffs. Number two goal is win your division. Number three goal, and the biggest goal, I think, is to be the highest seed possible that you can be heading into the playoffs so that you can have as many home games as possible to try and get you to the Super Bowl.
And right now fighting for every win possible to try to at least secure home field for the wild card and or divisional round. They run with Hunt. And he's across the 40, 3 extra yards to the 43. Call it a gain of 4 there, so it sets up a big play here. 3rd and a yard.
Some of the most unselfish players on any football team, defensive tackles, because we ask them to just eat up blocks and allow other people to make tackles. But when he can make a play himself, as we just saw there, that's a big day.
I see an extra defensive back on the field. Little surprise here on 3rd and 1. They'll run with a backup. This is Williams. And he's got the first down as he's up to the 45-yard line. They only get 2 there, but on 3rd and 1, that's all they needed to keep the drive going. They'll run it now out of the gun. Pushing forward for 3 up to the 48.
Looks like they're establishing a pretty good pattern here because they've been very heavy in the running game on the last 4 plays.
Yeah, you took the words right out of my mouth. So far, 4 plays in this drive, all 4 on the ground. Now they'll throw with Mahomes. And incomplete there. A nice hit. Jars the ball free and brings up 3rd down.
You get a tight end like this, and you know he's used to dishing out punishment, but here, he's one that has to absorb the contact, and as a result, unable to hold on to the football.
They head to the line facing a 3rd and 7 following the incompletion on 2nd down. Working from the gun, Mahomes. Complete to the tight end, Jason Morrow. And he will have the 1st down, but he winds up paying for it pretty good. His first catch, good for 9 and a 1st down.
Black 58 rail! Black 58 rail!
They'll run it now out of the gun. And able to break 1 tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. Give him 9 on the carry that time, and they're set up with a 2nd and 1. On 2nd down, here's Mahomes. And he goes down. It's a Patriots sack.
Enough takes a start to have a good drive. Quite like a big loss on a sack, does it?
Now they're looking at a 3rd and long, and suddenly the momentum shifted to the other side of the football.
And old Mo is a very, very fickle man.
And now maybe they want some extra time to talk about this 3rd and long play as we'll get a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this 2nd quarter. Going to need better protection here. 3rd and long following the sack from Mahomes and company. From the gun, it's Mahomes. Over the middle, open is Thomas. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. His first catch of the game, good for 11 and a 1st down. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33.
Black 58 rail! Black 58 rail!
2 minutes remain here in the first half. Back to Foxborough after this.
Here we go now. Blue 45. Blue 45. Ace. Ace.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he's going to be taken down here with a penalty flag on the field. So he was holding from that left tackle position.
Everyone tries to keep their hands inside when they're blocking ever since they liberalized the rules where you can extend them out. But sometimes they get out a little wide and they get detected grabbing some cloth.
They're backed up here with a 1st and 20 now after the holding penalty.
Ace. Ace.
Hunt gets it on the draw from Mahomes. It's a gain of 3, and it'll be second down. Well, we know he's an electric runner. Earlier this half, you were wondering how they were going to bottle him up at different levels. That was your suggestion. Some mixed results.
Yeah, certainly, because we have seen him bottled up at times. We've seen him play him very well. We've also seen him pop the cork a few times and get out of there, haven't we?
We have indeed. Now Mahomes throwing on second down. Amaro's got it, left side. And he's able to get it down to the 25-yard line. So a decent gain, but all for naught on the penalty.
It's too bad, isn't it? They were feeling pretty good about it. The only people celebrating, the guys who just gave up that play.
Now they face a second and long following the holding penalty. Shotgun snap to Mahomes. Oh, nearly picked. And maybe lucky there. This guy doesn't drop many defensively. Third down.
It's been my observation there's been a nice variety of play calling defensively. You and I often talk about an offense's ability to keep a defense off balance with what they're doing. I think the converse has been true in this game.
Yeah, I think you're right. They seem to have gone off tendency quite a bit, but only the second quarter, a lot of time to change things. On third and long, it's Mahomes. Throw left side complete. That's Hunt. And this time he's able to take it down to the 42. Now we're going to get a timeout here called by the Patriots, as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. He punted 5 times in the win last week as this one's away. So the Patriots coming out now. And last time they got 3 points, but it was a chip shot field goal. And when you go to the sideline after a chip shot field goal, maybe the offense not too happy.
It's a balancing act, isn't it? Because you're exactly right. They're none too pleased that they didn't punch it in for 6 points. But they also have to remember they did put points on the board.
3 points is 3 points.
And in this league, you take points when you can get them. Not easily done.
Forced out to his left. The improv on the scramble there gets him 6, and it'll be second down.
Now, that was not a bad scramble there on first down. He didn't force it, nor did he throw it away. He was able to take off, and now he made it a very manageable second and short.
And he's got Ezekiel Elliott. And he'll get it up here this time to the 21. 7 yards there, good enough to move the sticks.
Well, that was a pretty favorable situation there. What would you call that, second and manageable? Smart play, too. Didn't force it downfield when he didn't have it. Just checked it down. Let him get the first down, and that's exactly what he did.
Looking for more there on first down, but this throw downfield incomplete. From the 21, it's second and 10. Now he'll look to throw here on second and 10. Caught by Wilson. And he's able to get up here to the 26. 4 yards on the completion, and it sets up a third down.
Fired that one in there, able to make connection on a nice in route.
With those faster passes when they're going that fast, any hesitation as a quarterback that the deflection, if you miss, might be bigger and lead to an interception?
Yeah, and the deflection works both ways. Maybe a defender gets a hand in the way and it pops in the air. And sometimes you throw it so hard your receiver can't handle it, and he pops it up in the air for the defenders to grab as well.
But a moot point there as they were able to connect. Looking to throw. He'll rifle this one deep right side. And that is incomplete. Down to 15 seconds now. The Patriots send out their punter. Back deep for Kansas City, DeAnthony Thomas. He was only asked to punt once in the victory last week as he sends this one away. Here's Thomas. 35 yards on the return. Picked up some good blocks as well. And there'll be time for maybe one final play before halftime. So now here are the Chiefs as their offense makes their way back out onto the field. And likely just out of field goal range. Could be Hail Mary time.
And haven't we seen in recent years that the Hail Mary seems to be more successful in the NFL than before?
Absolutely we have.
Black 58, Williams.
final shot before the half from Mahomes. Trying to lay one up deep. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. We have hit halftime. Still 2 more quarters to go. We'll take a timeout. We'll be back after this. You're watching the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. It's in the game. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And he's able to get it across the 20, but not by much, as he's marked down at the 21-yard line. Here comes the Chiefs offensive unit as they'll have it to begin quarter number 3. They're close game, but they're going to need to do a little bit better probably here in half 2, no?
I would agree with that totally. I would guess it in the locker room. They talked about cleaning up some of the errors, but overall, I think they wanted to be positive with them. Guys, we're right there. Just not playing as well as we need to. Let's pick it up, and we still have a chance to win this game.
Yeah, they do. We'll see if they can pick it up. And all the way in for a Kansas City touchdown. A great play there. 79 yards. And the Chiefs are in for 6. And that run massively increased his production in this game, and now he's over 100 yards.
And break out your calculator, partner, because his yards per carry went up significantly, right? Big-time jaunt all the way to the end zone.
That's fielded in the end zone. And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line. So here are the Patriots now. They get ready for their first possession of half number 2. They're down in this game. A chance for the offense, though, to put something on the board, get some momentum here in half 2.
Try and get things kick-started for them. And you know at the half, they discussed how they were going to get that done. This is where scripting comes into play a lot of the time.
How many plays do you script coming out of the second?
Most of the time in the first half, you're scripting 12 to 16. I think in the second half, you're really scripting more like 8 to 10. Kind of a starter or an opener, whatever terminology they use. Just something to get you off to a quick start.
From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. And an alley to run. That'll be a New England first down, a gain of 12.
Offensively, they liked their situation, so they tried to take a shot downfield, but no one was open. So it was tuck it in run time, and he picks up a first down.
Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on first down.
Here we go. Grand 38. Grand 38.
A give to Elliott. And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 37-yard line. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up second down.
Brandon, we're into the second half, and this offense has not scored a lot of points, and that was another example of why. I think it's time to open things up and start really trying to move the ball.
They'll look to throw. Oh, did he hang on to it? He did on the dive. Nice grab. That catch puts him right at 100 yards receiving now, and it also gives him a first down. This quarterback now 12 of 15 throwing the ball, 80% so far, and it's 1st and 10. They'll look to throw here. A quick throw, but incomplete.
Anytime a defense can sit back in a zone like that, it tends to create a lot of congestion in the middle of the field. Makes it very hard to slot one in.
Looked like I-4 at rush hour in your hometown of Orlando, Florida. An absolute mess. An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. He'll look to throw. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off by David Anderson.
Oh, man, Brandon, not a real good throw that time. It looked like he tried to put a little too much air under this one, and it turned into a floater. And defensively, this is a dream. He could have fair caught that one. That was way too easy.
Mahomes will lead the Chiefs up 1st and 10 at their own 28-yard line. So after the INT, here's Mahomes. The Pats are going to get there. Down he goes. Great job defensively. I think he was trying to go through his progressions, find someone to get rid of the football. Before he knew it, he was on his back.
So that just brings us right back to what you said in the beginning. A great job defensively. Nowhere to go with the football. That led to the sack.
Now, following the sack, they'll look to make amends on a 2nd down and 17. Here's Mahomes to throw. He'll hit Watkins on the crossing route. And he's got some space here. And he gets this deep into Patriot territory. A big play there, Mahomes to Watkins. And even 70 yards.
That was a nice pickup, some chunk yardage there. Some of those big yards downfield with a little bit of rack thrown in there, a little run after catch. And it came on a crossing route. I could just hear one of my friends who won 4 Super Bowls as a quarterback always said the same thing. What route does the defense hate? Crossing route. Hate it, hate it, hate it, because it's hard to change.
And he will take it on in for a Chiefs touchdown. A great effort there. His 3rd touchdown of the game, number 14 on the year. And thanks to the interception, the Chiefs offense cashes in with 6. Butker now to kick this one away. That'll be taken in the end zone. He's going to be stopped here with a penalty marker on the field. I'm not sure what this is about. Well, we looked at each other right away. We knew that flag was coming out.
And I always enjoy the conversation post, because officials always tell you, I don't want to throw the flag, but you caused the play. You did it. I had to.
And now it's 1st and 10. A big mistake, especially when you factor in the personal foul yardage. Now a play fake here on 1st down. He's going to get this one out to his fullback. And he'll go down right around the 47 this time. Call it a gain of 5, and it'll make it 2nd down.
Now, that's often a surprise for the defensive guys when they see the big fella slide out of the backfield and catch the ball. Not something they usually go over in practice very often.
2nd and 5 after the 5-yard completion on 1st down. Back to throw here. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. That goes as a gain of 11 and a Patriot 1st down. This quarterback now 5 straight completions here in this 2nd half. 1st and 10. They'll drop to throw. And he's got his man on the out route. And he's taken down inside the 30. Back-to-back nice gains. That one for 14 yards and another 1st.
When this offense can get their tight ends involved, they can move the football. Here, a nice route, able to look it in, and picks up the 1st down.
This quarterback now, after the pick on the last drive, 3 for 3 to start this drive. It's 1st and 10. Now back to throw. That is caught at the 7. And down he goes, taking it inside the 10, just shy of the 5 at the 6. A good pickup there, a 22. First and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. They'll look to throw again. And that's going to be caught for a Patriot touchdown. Braxton Berrios with touchdown number 7 on the year. And the Patriots have cut it back within a score. And now they'll empty the backfield here as they elect to go for 2. Back to throw again. Steps away to his left. And his throw is incomplete. Tough there. Good pass. Hit the hands. He just couldn't bring it in.
And every receiver's coach everywhere. Seeing that play, focus, focus, focus. Watch it all the way in and tuck it away.
This is fielded a couple yards deep. And he'll take this up past the 20 and down at the 22-yard line. And now here comes Kansas City. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
Mahomes will lead the Chiefs up 1st and 10 at their own 22.
Here we go. Green 90. Green 90.
They'll start with Hunt on the ground. And he'll take it ahead to the 28-yard line. It's a 6-yard pickup, but it gets him to 2nd and 4.
And he continues to pile up the yardage. That puts him over $150 now. And this defense has really had its problems trying to keep him contained.
They stay on the ground. Again, it's Hunt. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. That'll set him back with a loss of 3 on the play. And they're going to have a 3rd down.
Green 90. Green 90.
Now Mahomes. And incomplete. The contact made the ball roam free and brings up 4th down.
You hear the calls for a penalty, but I just don't think so. I think in this situation, the defender was making sure his guy couldn't hold on to the football. So I don't see anything to warrant the flag.
No, I'm with you. There was contact, but I'm happy they kept that flag in the back pocket. Take it in at the 22. 12 yards on the return that time. And the Patriots take over. Out comes the New England offense to see what they can do this time. The 4th down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on 1st down.
Flex round. Flex round.
They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. And he was hit as he threw it there, and it forces it incomplete. They don't get the hook up there, but you really have to marvel at how precise he's been throwing the football these last couple weeks.
Oh, that's the perfect word for it, precise. Because if you're at 70% or better 2 weeks in a row, you have a job as long as you want one in this league, won't you? I mean, let's face it, it's not just West Coast offense either. He's putting the ball downfield as well.
Looking left side, and he's got a man. It's Elliott. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. And a nice gain of 21 yards.
So many times you hear today's NFL described as a space game. Get your best players into space with the football in their hands. That's why sometimes you just swing it out to your runner, get him out in the flat, and let him have a chance to make people miss an open field.
They'll look to throw here on 1st down. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off near the 32. And his guys are going to take over at the 34-yard line. So their woes on offense continue. That's the 2nd pick thrown here in the 3rd quarter.
And we know it was ill-advised, but that was an opportunity to help them get back into the game. Instead, he throws another interception, and now their task is even tougher.
Mahomes will lead the Chiefs up 1st and 10 at the 34. They'll begin the drive with Hunt. And he'll be brought down just shy of the 45. A nice run there, 9 yards, and it'll be 2nd down.
Offensive linemen love creating space for their guys carrying the ball, but when that guy also breaks tackles and creates extra yardage, they almost feel like he's one of them, and they really embrace him.
Back now here on EA Sports. It's the Chiefs with the lead and the football here as we get set for quarter number 4. They run again with Hunt. And for one of the first times tonight, he's going to be held up at the line of scrimmage. Officially, it's no gain on the play, and they'll remain a few inches shy of a first with third down looming. The offense on third down tonight, they've converted 3 out of 5 thus far. They're looking at third and a few inches. They'll run again with Hunt, and he's going to be stopped up right at the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain there, and it leads to a fourth down. This late in the game, Charles, I think you maybe seriously have to think about going for it.
Especially where they are in terms of field position, because this is almost like no man's land. Might hurt your punter because there might not be enough space, maybe too far for your field goal kicker. I'm like the old rule. Possession is 9/10 of the law. Possession is 9/10 of winning the game. Go for it. Get the first down. Close it out.
The Patriots offense now. They work their way back onto the field. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack them here. Back to throw now on 2nd and 10. And an alley to run. He'll wind up getting 4 there on his own, but it will leave him now with a third down situation.
Now, how about that play? He took a possible negative and turned it into positive yardage and slid down to avoid taking a big shot. Excellent job getting down and avoiding the big hit.
New England on third down. Just 1 for 3 thus far. This will be 3rd and 5.
Ohio! 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 Ohio!
They'll set up a throw. He'll rifle this one deep right side. And he couldn't hang on to it through the contact. Incomplete.
Trying to erase that deficit all at once. One big shot. He took it. Unfortunately for him, incomplete.
The Patriots send out their punter as he'll punt it away for the second time. Mahomes will lead the Chiefs up 1st and 10 at their 36-yard line. To begin the drive, here's a handoff to Hunt. Well, a pretty move, couldn't create much space. Down just beyond the 35. The big nose tackle, Danny Shelton, there to swallow him up.
Well, Brandon, pace comes into play now because they've got the advantage. They've got the football, but they've got to be very careful about what speed they're going to play. You know, my music teacher back in New Paltz, Mrs. Bythema Bagley, used to say, don't go prestissimo when you really want to go largo. And what she meant by that is don't go too fast when you really want to go at a nice, slow, deliberate pace.
I am speechless. I am without speech. Here's Hunt. And he's across the 40, 3 extra yards to the 43. Give him 6 yards on the carry. It's going to be 3rd and 3 now. The recipe's pretty simple, I think, right? Just give your superstar the ball, continue to feed him.
Yeah, don't overthink this one, right? Make sure he's touching the football, but you're also counting on his intelligence in playing the game as well. If it's not there, don't force the run. Just make sure you hang on to the football and keep the clock ticking.
On third down, it's Hunt, and this one's going to go the wrong way, losing yardage back at the 42. That'll make it 4th down after a loss of 1.
From our vantage point, that was just one bad play by the offensive line in a series of really good ones tonight, but I know that they're going to be really ticked off. It's a lot like a baseball pitcher losing a no-hitter late in the game.
Now the Patriots gearing up to go now. They're going to have to go at least 50, 60 yards here if they want to ensure that they don't have to punt the ball like they did last time.
Yeah, so what you're saying is we're not playing to just get out of the shadow of your own goal line, right? You're playing to make sure the punter doesn't see the field again. So it's not picking up a couple of first downs. You want to pick up 5 or 6 first downs and make sure you move the ball into their territory.
They'll start the drive with Elliott. And he'll take this up to about the 7 or 8 yard line. Call it a gain of 4 on first, and that'll make it second down.
And that's frustrating for a defense because they've got them pinned down deep. And on the first play, they give up a run that keeps an offense on schedule.
Yeah, because 3 to 4 yards, that's all you're looking for right there, right?
That's absolutely perfect, really, as a play call. You get 3 to 4 yards on first down. That's what they talk about to us all the time, about being ahead of the chains or on target, ahead of schedule. They were after that run.
Only 3 yards on the catch. It's third down.
I thought that wasn't a bad time to call the screen. I thought late game, down on the scoreboard, had to figure they were expecting a pass downfield.
Yeah, so the edge rushers, they're coming. That could have hit big. You're right. Good recognition defensively to snuff that one out. Back to throw. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And he will have the first down as he's up to his 17-yard line. 5 yards is the pickup there as that extends this drive. They'll look to throw now on first down. And that'll be incomplete.
Well, they're slinging it. And then there's one you got to put a timer on, huh? I mean, that one came in hot.
That came in hot, but overthrown, out of his reach and incomplete. After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. He'll drop to throw. And he's taken down. A Chiefs sack.
You know, on these types of plays, we're always looking to assess blame. Okay, where did it break down? Sometimes it's just a great play.
Possibly a turning point. Big play coming. This is 3rd and long. They're going to look to throw. Goes underneath here to White. And he'll get it up here this time to the 21. It'll be a gain of 6, and it'll be 4th down. Time for a break. We're back to see what happens after this. And down by 5, they've got to go for it here on 4th down. As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. Wait a second, that's got to be a mistake. They declined it.
That doesn't make any sense, right? I mean, it doesn't at all, because you want that penalty. All right, they just picked up a first down, right? You want the penalty.
I am so confused right now. He's back to throw. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. Back-to-back nice plays, 12 yards that time and a first down. Couple of first downs to kick off the drive. Here's 1st and 10 up at the 46. Back to throw. Going left side, it's complete. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. He got 29 yards that time. They'll look to throw. Dancing to his left. And he can't get a throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game. And it's never good to take a sack. You really don't want to take one down here in this part of the field down near the red zone.
Not at all, because you're already pretty much assured of a field goal. But you take a big sack, it could push you out of range, and that's why defenses get a little more aggressive in this situation. They're almost conceding the 3 points. They want to push you back and try and take you out of that.
So after the sack, they'll come up on a still manageable 2nd and 13. He'll look to throw. And the hit jarred it loose. It's incomplete. Couple extra defensive backs out there in the dime, and because of that, really not many places to throw the football, if any.
And typically, what would you want to do against that dime?
Run the football.
You want to run the ball, but you can't do it in this situation. Not nearly enough time on the clock. You're having to really navigate against a tough defense presented against you.
Back to throw. Runs. And, a crusher there as it's intercepted. Picked off here by Anthony Hitchens. And they're going to take over right there at the 22-yard line.
And that one, it's going to hurt big time. You're in the 2-minute drill trying to get your guys down the field, and it's looking like they're going to go up just short, as this is definitely not his best throw. And it'll wind up being intercepted.
For one of the first times tonight, he's going to be held up at the line of scrimmage. Now we're going to get a timeout here called by the Patriots, as the clock will stop with 34 seconds to go in the game. Another running situation on the doorstep as they come up 2nd and 10.
Here we go now. Green 39. Green 39. Ace.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll get this up over the 25 to the 26. Now whistles blow, and the Patriots are going to take another timeout, as the clock will stop with just under 30 seconds left to go. The Chiefs on 3rd down. 3 for 7 so far in this game. This will be 3rd and 6. To throw is Mahomes. He's going to go for a big play downfield. And that's caught inside the 30. And he's across for the touchdown. And in the final minute, that should just about seal it.
And that touchdown should make you feel comfortable. But do you really feel like it's totally over yet?
Not totally, but I think you're pretty much there.
Yeah, you still got to make sure you stay with it, do all the right things down the stretch, especially on defense. But that touchdown there, you've got to feel good about your chances.
Butker now to kick this one away. That's fielded in the end zone. And he'll make it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. Now the Patriots offense, they work their way back out onto the field. What do you do here down like this in this situation? Do you maybe just pick something out of the playbook you haven't called in a while, or you call it a day?
You can do that, or you pick something that's a staple for you and should work better and try and execute that on the way out the door and maybe get back to base and feel a little bit better as you end a ball game, it's been a frustrating one for you.
And we'll see if they go back to base. Throwing to start the drive, but that one incomplete.
We've seen this quite a few times in this game. Offensive line unable to keep leverage, unable to keep people away, facing a lot of pressure. Fortunate just to get rid of it.
One of the reasons they're down is that inability, though, to stop the pressure. We saw another example of it there. Throw to the right, taken in by Barrios. That one good for 13 and a New England first down. Clock management, definitely critical here if they want to get back in this game.
Absolutely agreed. They have to up the tempo in this case, down a couple of scores. Want to make sure they have a chance to win this ball game.
Now a desperation throw deep, and that's caught inside the 35. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. Well, Charles, it's great to win at home in the NFL. When you win on the road, it's a little extra special, isn't it?
It is, because, let's face it, in most cases, you're not expected to go on the road and win in the National Football League. It just doesn't usually compute. So to get out there, get that done, and then head back to your city with one in the victory column, oh, that's a fantastic feeling.
So for the Chiefs, they keep pace in the playoff race as they move to 8-3 on the year. And they'll return home next week to take on the Miami Dolphins. Meanwhile, for New England, it's a loss that sets them back in their playoff push as they fall to 6-5. And they'll be back home next week for a date with the New York Jets. And for Charles Davis and our entire crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports.